Well, that was dreadful, wasn't it? Big up, everybody. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that crap. We're back. Back after another game with drop points. This was disgusting. This was absolutely disgusting. A lot of people gotta hold smoke for this performance because this wasn't good enough. Individuals were poor. Application was poor. The game management from the manager, poor or just non-existent. Just really not good enough. Really not good enough. Like, we started probably just as we meant to go on, just defending from a quick attack from a goal kick from Ipswich. And it was just a struggle from then on, in all honesty. We gave away a very early penalty, which I think was BS. I'll say that decision was never a penalty. But we were only put into trouble by ourselves. The Sassy got done easily. Way too easily. And this guy dropped one of the worst individual performances I've seen in some time today. In some time. Because, like, he was genuinely a net negative in all aspects of his game. He left Noni isolated on the right-hand side. And that's not an excuse for Noni, by the way. Noni was utter garbage today as well. Even without the whole lack of players overlapping for him. But he didn't have that on him. He was getting done easily. He was still pushing high up the pitch. The passing, lazy. The second goal, I wanted to dash my laptop out of the yard. I was that angry because it was such an avoidable goal. But he gives the ball away lazily like that. And obviously, he ain't ever getting back in time either. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but we still start him there. We still start him there. And Maresca has got to hold the smoke for this one as well. He has got to be held culpable just like the players, because the biggest criticism that people had going into the game was the substitutions are taking too long. And what happened again today? The substitutions took too long. Way too long. I look at that first half, it's clear and obvious what the problems are. And Kunku is a damn ghost up top. João Felix getting into the game a little bit, but he's still struggling in duels and he's still making terrible decisions on the ball. Noni was just chasing his first touch all game. Like, genuinely one of the worst performances I've seen from Noni in a Chelsea shirt. The midfield looked gassed from like the 20th minute. I don't know what was up with Caicedo today, because that ain't the Caicedo that I've been seeing for the last couple months. I don't know whether playing week in and week or game in and game out, because it's not even been week in and week out. But I don't know if that's what's been impacting him or something else, but lazy. Passes lazy. Tracking back lazy. Just not the Caicedo performance that we've been used to this season. Poor from all aspects. But what do? We come out to the second half, no changes. The Sassy gives the ball away, 2-0. 2-0. Silly goal to give away. And that could have been avoided if we had just used one of the other free right backs that we brought on the pitch. If we had used at least one of them, we would have been okay. Or at least it would have been 1-0 and the game was salvageable. From 2-0, heads gone. Everybody's heads were gone. And that leads to another problem. We got a bit of a mentality problem. And I think, like, we need a leader. We kind of need a leader, because you look at the leaders that we have on that pitch. Tosin, who's just dodging Liam Delap all game. You've got Disassi, who... Sure. And Enzo Fernandez, who I actually thought was one of our better players. I went front. He made some really good chances for Nicholas Jackson in the second half. But even then, like, in terms of leadership, was losing his head way too soon. Way too soon. We kind of need, like, I think we need another right centre-back. Someone who's a bit more experienced, a little bit more proven, because right now it's Fofana or bust, and we can't really trust Fofana's injuries. We really have missed him over the last couple games. And albeit Tosin has done a good job for us against Brentford and against Everton, I can't trust this guy's consistency. I can't right now. Like, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. That's what we're dealing with Tosin. We kind of need another right centre-back. I accept that left centre-back is locked off with Colwell and with Badiashile, and I believe that they both can develop anyway. Even if Colwell, I think, was struggling with the lap as well himself. But at right centre-back, I don't trust Disassi there. I don't trust Tosin there. So we got to figure that one out. We really have to figure that one out. Nkunku as well, he's got to play in the 10. I actually think one of our biggest problems coming out today was that we basically had everybody playing like 10s and occupying 10 positions, which just led to everybody passing the ball to the next man, trying to hope that they're going to be the one to try and take the game to Ipswich and try and pull it back. Not good enough. Not good enough. Really, really big reality check for a lot of people. All that title race talk is a load of BS. It's a top 4 race. It's a top 4 race until we consolidate it. I don't care about the form that we've had over the last couple months because it's a long season. Slip-ups and run of bad forms are always just around the corner. So you have to consolidate what our target was first. Top 4. Now Newcastle are 3 points behind us. Now City are 4 points behind us. We have to do better. Go to Crystal Palace and we have to get a result. If we have to bring Santos back, go do it. Go do it because it will give us the midfield depth that we are severely lacking. Lavia ain't staying fit long enough. Cassidy ain't trusted. Dewsbury Hall ain't trusted. Bring back Santos. Bun it. I know I've said like maybe we have to think about Strasbourg. Bun Strasbourg. I don't care like that. Chelsea first. Bring back Andre Santos and figure out from there. At least we'll have a bit more midfield depth. We can afford to give Caicedo and Enzo a bit of rest so they ain't in this sort of position in the future. And Maresca, please, some quicker subs. I beg. Because what is this garbage that I'm seeing? Like, obviously, I'm nowhere near Maresca out before any idiots say that in the chat. I'm nowhere near that. But you can be critical. You can be critical. People can say, oh, you said you could be critical last game. No, I said don't overdo it. Don't overdo it like some of the garbage that I was seeing over the last 2 games. But today weren't good enough. Today just was not good enough. Ipswich haven't won a home game this season. That was their second clean sheet this season. They lost 5 in their last 6 leading up to this fixture. And then we go and we just spread our cheeks like that. It's not good enough. It's an embarrassment. It's as simple as that. And we have to be doing better. We simply have to do more than what we have been doing so far. So, big couple games ahead. Still a good run of fixtures coming up that we can capitalize on. But you gotta go do it now. You gotta go do it now. So big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. Happy New Year to everybody celebrating. And yeah, big up everybody.